As an empath, the hardest and the most painful thing is being able to feel everyone's energy and getting drained. And most people around us, they don't understand that. They don't understand how that function. But if you're an empath, you know that you get exhausted around people and people kind of suck the energy out of you. You feel like completely drained and sometimes getting even sick. And that is the huge pain because then you can't be high functioning in the world and you cannot do things that you truly desire because you get sick or you get exhausted and you get drained. And that means you have to isolate yourself in order to protect yourself, in order to protect your energy. And this consistent dance that happens between being around negative, narcissistic, toxic people and being an empath and exposing yourself to those people, getting drained and then retracting and isolating. And that loop consistently happens as an empath. And there's no way to protect yourself other than isolating. And it can be very challenging because how do you function? So I want you to know that there's a better way. The reason your energy get drained, the reason people suck the energy out of you, there's a huge reason. And until you know why that is happening, it is impossible to rectify and change that. So if you want to stop getting drained by other people, whether they are toxic, narcissistic, whether they are energy vampires, and if you want to stop getting drained and exhausted by those people, then I have something to share with you. Let's understand what happens as an empath. What happens is you've been conditioned since you were young to really not be present in your own body. You've learned that the only way for you to be liked and loved is for you to be really connected with other person. So instead of you being in your own body, you are really exposing yourself and trying to connect with somebody else. And that could be your family, friends. Growing up, you really tried to connect with other people because of your empathy, because being an empath, being highly sensitive, you wanted to connect with other people because you want to help them or you want to feel their emotion. Do you want to resolve their pain? And doing that, you've literally left your own body energetically to be in somebody else's body. And I'm talking energetically, that you've decided and chose to be in somebody else's body. Rather than feeling complete and whole within your body, you chose to be in somebody else's body. Just because you wanted to help, you wanted to fix, you wanted to resolve, you wanted to be loved, you wanted to please. And the only way you knew that to be able to help others and to be able to fix others, to be able to feel other people's emotions. So you left your own body to do that. You didn't know that, but you were doing that without knowing. So when you leave your body energetically and you really focus on other person, naturally, you are literally using your energy to help somebody else. And that is exhausting. That is draining. And for the longest time, it took me years, many years to learn this, to understand this, to really land this in my body because I had no idea that that's what I was doing as an empath. But most empaths do that without knowing. They do that naturally because growing up, that's the only way they knew how to connect and help people. And that's how they were. This is why it is exhausting because you are not in your body. And if that is opening your mind in a certain way and it giving you this insight that you've never heard before, then this is what you need to understand. When we leave our body energetically to get into somebody else's space, naturally we get drained. And it is so satisfying to be able to help. And that is all happening subconsciously, energetically, behind the scenes. You are not aware of it, but you are feeling this satisfaction that through my energy, I am helping this person. Through my energy, I'm fixing that person. This is why empath and narcissistic people, they have this magnetic energy between them. This is why empaths attract narcissistic people because they have that magnet between them because empath want to help fix people and give their energy. And narcissistic people love to take energy. They love to use and manipulate and take. And who is the easiest target to do that is an empath, because empath willingly give that energy. Narcissistic love to take that energy and use it and manipulate it and take advantage of it. This is the dance that between narcissistic and empath happens and becomes like a magnet to each other, because they once wants to give, other wants to take. That is a complete puzzle. That is yin and yang. That's complete, and this is why that happens. So, as an empath, what you need to learn is, in order for you to stop being drained by other people, you have to detach yourself and this need to leave your body energetically to give your energy to somebody else. You have to really practice detachment from other person. This need and desire to help people and fix people, to do anything and everything, leaks your energy out from your body, really gives that person to that energy, and then you get exhausted, then you get drained. So having energetic boundaries where you are in detachment, being completely detached in your energy, and experiencing somebody, really being grounded in your body and really experiencing somebody without really feeling the need to give. That's how you release this loop of attachment, this loop of leaking your energy, this loop of really leaving your body and going into somebody else's space energetically. And you do that unconsciously, subconsciously, unknowingly, you do that. And this is why you get drained. And most empaths have no idea that they do that. They have no idea. And this is why the energy gets drained, they get exhausted, they get sick, because when you are getting into somebody who is toxic or dark and you are getting into their space energetically, what would happen to you? Of course, you're going to get sick. Of course, you're going to be drained. Of course, you're going to be exhausted, because you're taking something that is dark within you and you're trying to transmute that darkness through your energy, through your light. And that is painful stuff. And this is why empaths, they suffer so much, because they have no idea that they are willingly taking the energy, taking the darkness in their body to transmute into light, to transmute into energy of purity. And this is why that sickness and that exhaustion and that pain comes through. But because you don't know that, you do that. And this is why narcissistic, toxic people, they get attracted to you like a magnet, because you are open vessel for them. You are completely open to be used, to be taken advantage of, to be done anything. This is why learning to detach from other people is such a key and important thing in order for you to stop getting drained by those people. So how do you detach? How do you stay grounded in your body? You have to practice through meditation and through this practice of really feeling your energy being grounded to your root, to your bottom of your spine. You are really feeling this energy from divine, and you are really feeling that energy being grounded into your spine, and you're feeling that attachment. When you meet somebody, you really feel that energy being grounded into your body from your spine all the way to your feet, and you are feeling your feet are feeling firm in the ground. And that's how you ground yourself, not even in your feet, but you want to imagine and visualize that energy is flowing through from your feet all the way to the earth, and it's really going down into the earth, the layers of the earth. And that's when you feel this groundedness in your energy. So when you practice meditation, make sure you are completing the meditation with this visualization, that energy from your crown coming all the way down to your lower part of your spine, your bone, going all the way down to your feet, going all the way down to the earth. And that practice of grounding yourself in your body would really allow you to detach yourself from anyone, detach yourself from any being that are outside of you. And when you meet somebody, and you see somebody, you are visualizing, you are in that detachment, because you can still visualize yourself being grounded and feeling that separation from that person, and really being aware that you are in detachment and you are grounding yourself in the body. As soon as you become aware, you find the detachment. You find that separation between that person and yourself. And that practice, consistent practice, would help you to stay grounded, stay detached, and also really learning to have boundaries, really strong boundaries, learning to say no, learning to really be aware and having that strong voice and speaking up for yourself and speaking up for what you want and desire, really build that energy even more within your body. So that would help you to have stronger boundaries. So these are the things as an empath you have to do daily, because let's face it, as an empath, you are going to struggle a lot. And the only way for you to protect and prime yourself and to be in expansive energy, because your energy is required for the world, for the consciousness of the world, and you are able to do higher purpose driven work if you are able to detach, if you are able to be grounded in your body, if you can utilize your energy for your higher purpose. But if you are constantly getting drained by people, then you become the victim of the circumstances, you become the victim of your environment. And as an empath, that is misusing your energy, because your energy is so powerful, and if it is utilized in the right way, you can be highly successful and highly credible and highly impactful individual in the world. And that could really help to expand the energy of the world and consciousness of the world. By you not detaching yourself from toxicity and getting drained consistently is not serving you, and it's not serving the world in a higher way. You have to understand there's a reason why you're an empath. You've been born with a purpose, and there's a reason why you have to learn these practices to really ground yourself so that you can do bigger work that God divine has brought you on this world for. So really understand this, that it is so crucial that you practice these things in order to protect yourself, in order to live in your higher vibration, in order to increase your energy in a higher vibration, because you have the quality and you have the sensibility and you have the understanding, you have the power and the gift to be able to feel people, and that is your biggest asset. So instead of making your asset as your weakness, you build yourself to make it the strongest expansive energy to help community, to help people, to help and live a purposeful life. So I hope this video has given you that really deep insight that you really needed to learn in order to be highly empowering empath, highly powerful empath who can really change the narrative of the world. And if you would like me to help you release this deep trauma and pain that is holding you back in your life, then you can click below to apply for my mentoring, where you would experience breakthrough. I guarantee that my work gives breakthrough and transform people's life so that they can achieve emotional and financial freedom. So if you are seeking that and if you are ready for that, click the link below to apply for my mentoring. Other than that, like this video if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel, and may the light in me reaches the light in you.